Live here, so don't say the wrong thing.
Live.
Facebook Live, don't say the wrong thing.
Oh, God.
Pete Herger live in studio, my friends.
What page are you on, Lou?
The I-95
Okay.
Facebook page.
20 seconds.
20 seconds.
Lights, camera.
Don't get nervous!
Yelling.
Shouting. Son of a bitch.
There you go.
Pete Herger. Danbury's own.
All right, thanks, Cal. It's 8:24, sunny 65 today.
All right, my friend. What's going on, Ethan? How are you?
What's going on?
What's going
I'm
on?
just watching you move at 100 million miles an hour.
Somebody's got to do it.
I
you
know. I'm not
Somebody's got to do it. Pete Herger, singer-songwriter, Danbury native, our buddy. It's so good to have you back in the studio, man.
It's great to be back. It's great to be anywhere.
Anywhere we can go would be good.
Anywhere we could go is
Right,
good right
right.
now.
Now, the New York Yankee, you and I are big New York Yankee fans.
Hell yes.
Last night was exciting, but it wasn't without stress because I went into this thing. We're going to do a sports segment right before we play a song.
Sure, of course. Why
Can't help
not?
it.
Especially with the Yankees.
Game 2 was just a disaster, a dumpster fire. This analytics has gotten out of control. He goes with Davey Garcia and then flips to Jay Happ of all people. And I was like, this could screw up the pitching matchups for the rest of the series.
Cashman needs to butt the bleep out.
Did you see
He
last
needs to-
night?
He needs to butt out.
Zach Britton, 8th inning. He's mowing people down, 5 straight guys. He insists on stopping that momentum and bringing in Aroldis Chapman. Ended up working out, but had it blown up in his face, it would have been a disaster.
I think we've both been at games where Chapman has come in cold and just completely screwed the pooch with the Yankees.
Right.
And why you're bringing him in for a 4-out save when Britton looks strong and is mowing people down is beyond me.
It's insane. And you could make the argument that, Chapman hadn't, gotten any work, so he wanted to get his arm ready for the next game. There is, to quote Apollo Creed, there is no tomorrow.
There is no tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? You have to get there.
That's right.
So I was freaking out last night. But this is going to be an exciting night. Garrett Cole on the mat. What's your problem? You're making faces.
Well, he's
The
a Mets
many
fan.
faces of Ethan Carrot.
Isn't he a Mets fan?
Milano Herger, Sports Talk Radio. Houston, you're on the air.
We can do that.
That I think I identified the problem.
It's all
As you
good.
have many times.
It's all good.
You got the new album coming out. It's going to be called You Said Rock and Roll Can Save the World.
That's right.
And there's always been a theme with you. I've heard you say and talk about, well, you've been working on the album for a long time.
It's been a long time, yeah. It's been way too long, yeah.
When the hell can we get it?
I'm planning with our partners in this thing to start releasing that song you just heard in the last segment, Jamie's song. Probably November is what we're looking at. So
We're looking at it.
before Thanksgiving, we'll have a little treat for everybody.
Beauty.
We got people.
If you're going to print any hard old school copies, you've got to get one in our hands.
I think this one we're going to do vinyl.
Beauty.
Because honestly, CDs, I must have done 2,000-3,000 pressings of that EP years
how'd
ago.
that go?
They become coffee
I know.
talk.
Coffee
They're on
talk.
somebody's coffee table.
I don't have a CD player.
I need a Costa for my mug.
What happened with the YouTube,
Give me a CD.
with the YouTube song years ago? It went over 1 million hits, right?
So A-Train, yeah, that was the first kind of,
A-Train is the Danbury
Not-
love song.
That is
That is you
the
making
Danbury
love
love.
to the streets of Danbury,
That's-
and that's what I love about it.
Well, that song was what's a hit nowadays?
It's
right?
a hit.
It's a hit. I define it as a hit. It. I shouldn't say this on air, but it helped with the ladies. I don't know who's listening in.
Feels good to say
My
that.
mother's listening in, so I better not, embarrass myself.
Sure, listen, I make my parents and my wife cringe all the time, but
Oh,
it just
good.
feels good to get it
Every
out.
day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
It feels good to say things like
It
that.
feels good, It's 2020. You got to get it off your chest.
Yeah. Is there any way in holy hell we can hear a song?
What are we going to be playing?
So you're gonna hear the title track, "Rock and Roll Can Save the World" right now, which I didn't realize this. And talk about how your subconscious works. This was actually a line in the movie Almost Famous.
Okay.
I
Okay,
love
if you
that
ever
movie.
saw
Cameron Crowe
Kate
film,
Hudson,
Kate
yeah.
Hudson, yep.
And it was stuck buried in there somewhere. And eventually, when it came time to write the song, it was like, oh Hell yeah, that's a great title.
It's all happening.
Wrote itself.
It's all happening.
It's all happening.
Yeah, we ran into
It's
Kate,
magical.
We ran into Kate Hudson back when she was with Chris Robinson.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Black Crows backstage. The Black Crows were complete a-holes. And here in Danbury.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, it was brutal. The
You know?
Mayor Mark was like, I'm gonna, because there was a whole check attached to the funding for the venue, and he's like, I'm gonna. He wanted to pull the funding. The whole,
It
like
doesn't
they were
surprise me at all.
animals. Them and their representatives were terrible to the venue, to Mark, to us. Just idiots.
Well, you got to remember one thing: brothers fight.
Yeah, well then they go on stage and they refuse to play anything anybody wants to hear.
Sure.
God forbid we should hear Hard to Handle.
No, God forbid.
no,
Or
no.
she talks to angels. No,
Yeah, no, we're not playing that.
Well, I had a great piece of advice years ago, which is of John Fogerty thing, and
Rock and roll singer.
they asked him, "How many times have you played one of your hits, like Proud Mary?" And he goes, "Not enough."
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's about.
Give them what they want.
Give
You
them
know
what
what?
they want,
Don
and then you do
Henley.
the rest.
Hate Don Henley or like Don Henley. That's what the Eagles go out. They play the songs how people want to hear them
That's right.
every single night when they're on tour because that's what the people want.
Right.
And now the people
No.
want to hear Rock and Roll Can Save the World.
Yeah,
Let's
With
do
Herger.
this.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
Great.
Let's do this. Was a single tongue wrecking ball proof for man who said there'd be work for years and married down. Now there's rows of house frames sitting undone. I've got no insurance for my unborn son. Well, Kenny and I walk the streets alone and try to figure out how it all went wrong. I don't know what I've been told. Rock and roll can save the world. You're a son of boy, boys grab a girl. Rock and roll can save the world. Don't you hide what's so sweet. We used to clean up as we turn mean. Oh, now I watch you other folks who didn't care. Who could've tried to bust through my cold stack. Oh, Kenny and I see our daddy's factories going round the world to the red Chinese. I don't know what I've been told. Rock and roll can save the world. You're a fine boy, yours grab a girl. Rock and roll can save the world. Are you happy, Mr. Millionaire? With that green thing in your hands, while you hear women cry and children scream, and see the wreckage of American dreams. Been 10 months since the jobs dried out, and I've lost all hope in stemming this town's route. Now I'm staring down the barrel of a just bought gun. I'm thinking of making a free liquor store run. It's just enough for food, my friend. But for me, the smell of bullets may spell my end. 'Cause my pride's laid out on a cot, starving in a parking lot. But Candy said, brother, don't let the dark side win. It's a thin, thin line between love and sin.
love the chord changes in that song.
Thank you.
And I can't wait for the whole song.
For the whole song.
That is the sweet
It's like
heat
the
right there.
appetizer.
Sweet heat.
The sweet
Whatever
heat.
that
The
is.
sweet
The
heat.
juicy meat.
The sweet
The
meat.
juicy meat.
Oh, careful.
It's a freaky
This is
phone
gone.
lines flip phone Friday, my friend.
Okay,
It's
that's
a
right, I
flip
forgot.
flops Friday.
Uh-huh. What is that?
I don't know. I'm sniffing the
You gotta
weekend.
calm down before your head explodes.
I mean,
okay?
you used to be able to taste it.
You could taste,
You
taste it.
Taste it.
Look at us.
Taste.
This is good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm happy we did it. Pete Herger, Rock and Roll Could Save the World is the album coming out soon. Jamie's song is going to be the first single on the album. And we appreciate you coming in, man. This has been awesome.
Thank you so much. Quick shout out to my mom, my sound guy Dave,
Hi,
my
Mom.
buddy Justin,
Dave.
and everybody out there in
Justin.
Herger Nation land. Thank you all
Herger
for listening with my friends Ethan and Lou on I-95 Rock.
That was great stuff, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you and I, we're really cool.
We are awesome.
Yeah. You talk too much though, but that's, you know,
I know.
that's, thought I'd just be brutal.
I know. I had to do a Yankee segment in front of the song.
Yeah, thanks. That's
Don't worry. I'm gonna put it when I put it on YouTube and things. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put a time marker where people can skip ahead and actually listen to Pete sing.
Thanks for coming in, man. We really enjoyed it.
Guys, thank you. It's a pleasure to see you again.
And we'll do this again next Friday with a different singer.
Our buddy John Fazio Jr. Yep. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Knock it out. Okay. I didn't really mean that. It's 8:35. Second round of news headlines coming up.